So you want to know my predictions for the finale? I feel like Paul Jr. would OD. Primo's gonna clean up everything because he wants all the money. When I say everything, I mean everyone. He's gonna kill up everybody in his crew. Lots of depression with the Gettys in the end. Very depressed. Just toe up family. Senior's gonna reign supreme because in his eyes, he thinks he's like a king, a president. He's not just a businessman. In his eyes, he's more than that. He is above everything. Let's get into it. Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. Trust Season 1, Episodes 1 through 10. We've talked about it. I'm late with the finale, so I'll just briefly chat about what went down Episodes 9 and 10. How do I feel about this series? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt. It was all right. That's how I felt. Easily, those 10 episodes should have been a TV movie. Hour and 45 minutes, an hour and a half tops. It was too long. It had way too many quotes, way too many punchlines, way too many great camera angles, so much architecture, so many beautiful spots in this area of just an attraction area, a tourist site, beautiful Italian-speaking folks that gave us an amazing series. However, I felt like, dang, man, some of it was just lost in the sauce, to be honest. It was just there. We were excited to see it, and then it dies off with some very overdrawn, long dialogue. It took we only saw Getty Oil 2 times. How they got the billions. One of the beginning episodes. Why not tell us more about the actual business, how they got the money? That could be a spinoff, yes, but I mean, they could have gave it to us early on. Yeah, look, like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, Noah, my man Noah, what's happening? Getty Oil gas station. We saw the oil rig. I just wanted to see more. What I will say, Trust is the name of the series. Do I like the name? I'm gonna be honest. No. I felt like it could have been Hilary Swank's story, because why? A mother's son, a mother and her son, a mother's son, something like that. Mother finding the son, Getty greed, crazy granddaddy. He said, I can do what I want. He had mad psychopath eyes, episode 10. Greed is all it was. Why not dive more into telling Primo and the mob story, giving us more of what drove Primo to be the way that he was. I love the whole theater, opera, everybody in all white suitcases. I loved it when Brendan came with the white suitcase and paint idea. That was fly. Speaking of him, this was a great misuse of Brendan. Straight up like that. Every scene he gave, he was a comedy relief. Every scene that we saw those cowboy boots, the hat, he was speaking like how we do in America, how, just slang or country. He was just keeping it real at the camera. It was close, it was tight, it was, hey, what's going on? It was me and you. Why give us 2 different shows, 2 different sets of everything? It was Brendan's story, his angle, and the rest of it was shot completely different. That was annoying. I will say this. 2 of my favorite shots would have to be the money as a funnel. Wow. And that cornfield, sunfield, running through there trying to get to freedom, trying to get away from Primo when he had the long weapon out and he was shooting on top of the car. 2 of my favorites. And obviously the living statue man who was, and then he opened his eyes because he's seen everything, saw everything. 3 things. Drop yours below so I know what you enjoyed, if you enjoyed anything on Trust FX. $5 million ransom. $5 million. Millions and billions. How crazy was it in episode 9 for the money to be sent in the mail? And this is like the luck of, I don't know. There is no luck. This family is the bad news, bad luck situation. $5 million. Why haven't they responded? Because the mailman is on strike. So they have to break into a government facility, aka the post office, steal the package, and then deliver the package. And everybody's like, oh, that ain't his real ear. How do we know that's his ear? Then we're talking about he played Jesus, the chosen one, the golden hippie playing the chosen one. Gail, one of the standout characters, even more so than 3. I don't know how they were able to shift it from the main character and Paul Sr. and a little bit of Paul Jr. We barely knew this druggy, crackhead, dangerous, drunk dad. We really didn't get to know him a lot, right? We were forced, and it wasn't like forced, I shouldn't say forced. We were given the pleasure of seeing the mother's pain of this horrific situation. I mean, how would anybody feel seeing their loved one come piece by piece by piece? And when she had enough, she got rid of her boo. She had to face her ex-husband, face his dad, who's a jerk, all of his staff, run around the police, all the phone calls to her home. She has little children. They're in the plane expecting to see their sibling, and it doesn't happen. Her sons, we're seeing burnt feet to earlobes. Nuts. How does she feel? She takes all that fuel. She goes to that little bootleg movie theater, and she's like, hey, look, you tell them I need my son. That was kind of cool, but at the same time, could you have done that 5.5 episodes ago? 10? Really? I get it. She just wanted to see her son, and in the end, she has him. Damaged. Yeah, everybody's damaged. She went from the lowest to the highest levels trying to retrieve what she birthed, what she brought into this world. Nixon. It's all about that money. All about the money. Why give us that if you're not going to give us that, is all I feel, trust. The only thing Paul Jr. brought was saying, hey, maybe his drug use and maybe his poor decision making and inability to just stay focused, I guess, comes from his father. That sporadic behavior. Prosciutto ear. Really? Ham on the ear? It was a joke to you? And here Gail overhears it? That's not cool. That's your son. Why not give us more? Why not? I just feel like the characters weren't built that great. I'm sorry, that's me. I hate that somebody's piece of work, I'm bashing it like that, because usually, you know, I'm all for people's stuff. I'm like, oh, this show's off the chain. Ed Gardner is gone. Wow. Penicillin. They gave him a double dose of penicillin, and the man was allergic to penicillin. This is a 16-year-old boy that this story is based around, y'all. 16. Who's to blame? All of them are to blame. All of them. He's to blame for himself, but he's still at that impressionable age. Why is he 16 and kicking it with superstars of Hollywood, rock stars that are grown men and women? Why is he posing on Playboy at that age? None of that made sense. They set him up for failure. I'm just saying. Primo said the white car, white luggage, white clothes. He was losing it a little bit, you know, getting lost in the sauce, that disco, drug-induced age. I did like how they would switch up the screens or whatnot, and it was like 6, you know, Brady Bunch type screens, and then it went to 2 rectangles, and it was back to our regular screen. That was kind of cool. Drop your comment below, like I said, and tell me what you thought about this series. So Primo saw how the Gettys did it, and he got real envious. And he said, yo, forget it. I'm going to build my own legacy, build my own empire. And we find out that's how all the money ends up coming into that area. You're not going to sit here and tell me that Getty didn't know, or he didn't have his hands caught up in some dirty stuff, because I'm pretty sure he did. As far as the butler, I really enjoy his character. He was this legend in his past, and I don't know why he felt subjected to work for Paul Sr. and the family and just be mistreated. I'm happy he finally found his happiness in the end, because he did have that hidden sense of humor, and it was cool. It was cool to see him develop. Now, as far as Senior, vain, went so far to get even his face lifted, always ignoring people's phone calls, which was crazy. He hates his own family, which is psycho. You know what I mean? Just who does that? Who really doesn't care for their own family, and everything is a contract? This bitter billionaire at the end of the day. $550 million, $600 million, even up to billions for business. He's willing to use big bucks for business, but not $5 million or $5,000 even for his grandkid. He put his son on a contract. Bogus. And then he put the baby at a school not to advance that child's education in the future, to put him in a better position to be a great businessman for his future family. He did it just to irritate the system. That's bogus. This fool wanted to be praised so bad that when the newspaper finally wrote the stories and they went at him. They went so hard at him. They TMZ'd that man. He destroyed what he built this entire season. He had that really crazy scene. Now, I am mad with them for using that powerful Midas touch, reverse Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to gold. Nobody knows the end of it, that he starved himself because he couldn't eat. Now, look, that should have been in the beginning. A lot of this could have been switched around. I just hate the way that it was ordered. Anyway, if I had to rate this series, be honest, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 on total. As far as quality, I give it like a 9 because it was some very beautiful shots. Now, the dialogue, so dang on good. They have 10 out of 10 quality, but it's mixed in there with so much crap that it bogs it down, you know? Anyway, y'all, drop a comment below. That's my thoughts on the end of this season. You don't gotta like it, you ain't gotta love it, but you know what I say. Until the next time, peace.